David Carlin, the young man's boogie woogie, wham bam, switcheroo. The young man's boogie woogie, wham bam, switcheroo, David Carlin.
Imagine me as a young man. No, wait. Imagine me as a young man, 22 years old. I just got out of my first serious long-term relationship. Holly de Jong. We were so madly in love, and then suddenly it ended. Well, she ended it, but let's not get into the details. I was distraught. This was the woman I was going to marry, have kids with, spend the rest of my life with. And now she wanted to see other people. I decided I had to get away from it all. I booked a trip up to Cairns, solo. All my friends were working, and I thought, you know what? Maybe it's for the best if I go solo. No one knows me up there. I could be a new person. I imagined myself hanging out on the beach with these cool, tanned, beautiful people, and we'd be playing beach volleyball together. And there'd be one special girl there, and she'd help me take my mind off Holly, and we'd fall in the sand together giggling, and she'd say, "Oh, David, you're so fun. I don't know how anyone could not want to be with you ever." I know, Vanessa, I know. But when I got to Cairns, things were different than I expected. Firstly, there was no beach. No, too many sharks and crocodiles and jellyfish for that. And secondly, although there were some fine-looking people up in Cairns, believe it or not, they weren't falling over each other to hang out with a sad, skinny, pasty white computer programmer. So now not only was I sad, I was also lonely. And I had all this time to think about how sad and lonely I was. So after a couple of days of being pretty isolated, I made my way to a bar called the Woolshed. Now the Woolshed, it's not a classy place. It's probably the furthest from classy you can get. It's a backpackers hangout. Cheap food, cheap booze, lots of partying. But I thought, hey, at least there'll be some young people there, right? Maybe I can make some friends. So there I am, lined up at the bar, waiting to get a drink, and I see a sign above the bar. It says, happy hour. Happy hour. Yeah, I want to be happy. And it says $2 vodka and oranges until 10 p.m. It's 9:55 and I got a $10 note. Now, I've never been able to pass up on a bargain. I figure if I buy my drinks now, I can spread them out over the night. I'll actually be saving money. So I get to the front of the queue, I hand over my $10 note, and it's only as the drinks arrive do I realize my problem. I have no way to carry 5 drinks. There's a rowdy crowd of people behind me trying to get their orders in. So I think fast, and I down 3 of them, I grab the other 2, and I walk away from the bar. And I don't have a table to go to or anything, so not long after that, the other 2 are gone as well. I'm feeling pretty good. I decide I'm going to make my way to the dance floor. Now, I know that I can't dance. I know that. But I figure I can bop around a little bit. Maybe I can blend in. No one will even notice. There's a group of people dancing in a circle. And I start to enact my plan. I bop over towards them and bop into the circle. And they let me in, and it's great. We're all dancing together. I'm like, this is great. I love Robbie Williams. Rock, DJ, woo! And then the woman beside me moves in front of me and pushes me out of the circle. What? Okay, that's weird. So I move around a little bit, start dancing again, but once again, she moves in front of me and pushes me out of the circle. At this point, I decided I had enough. I've had enough of being pushed out of things. I'm a big guy. I'm not going to move. So the next time she comes at me, I'm like, let's do this, lady, and I push right back. Oh, I hated this woman. How could she be so rude? How could she be so mean? I just wanted to dance in the circle. She's pushing back into me harder, and I'm pushing forward into her harder. I wasn't trying to hit on them. I wasn't even trying to talk to them. I was just trying to dance in the circle, and she wouldn't even let me do that. She pushes harder, and I push harder, and it's getting ridiculous. And then she turns around and kisses me. And I realized she wasn't pushing me out of the circle. She was dancing with me. So there I am, making out on the dance floor, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm making out on the dance floor, I'm making out on the dance floor, if only Holly could see me now. And I feel it, a rumbling in my tummy. Those 5 vodka oranges might have been a bad idea. So I say, excuse me, I'm just going to run to the bathroom. You stay here, I'll be right back. You stay here. I run off to the bathroom. I get inside a stall. I close the door, lock the door. I lean over the toilet. I'm like, all right. But nothing comes out. I'm feeling fine now. False alarm. So I go out, I wash my hands, I rush back out onto the dance floor, and she's still there. I find the girl, we start dancing together again. Yeah, we start making out again. Yeah, making out on the dance floor, making out on the dance floor. And then suddenly, it erupts from me. Like a fire hose, like a holy flood covering the dance floor and everyone on it. And security comes and grabs me and they drag me off the dance floor and down the stairs and out the door onto the footpath. And at this point, the irony is not lost on me. The one time in this whole stinking week that someone even kind of sort of liked me and I throw up on her. So why am I telling you this? Why should you care? I think it's easy to look at a story like this and see it as a humorous coming-of-age story. But I see this as something quite different. When I think back to this time in my life, I'm reminded of how awful it is to be lonely, to feel isolated, and to feel excluded from things. And this story reminds me that we should all make an extra effort to let people dance in our circles, even if that means they might throw up on us. Contest chair.